Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and give my honest thoughts on how that Kickstarter project is being ran. And today, I am very excited to be checking out the 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 19th most popular project on all tabletop games, or just games, I should say, Yucatan. Sacrifice everything to emerge victorious in this Euro conflict hybrid game from the designer of ... Now, I scheduled this. When I actually decided that I was going to cover this, it was the third or fourth most popular game, and since then it has tumbled downward. And the only thing that really stuck with me at this game was the fact that I couldn't figure out what's going on here. I think that's like maybe like a snake person rising up from I don't even know. It's really hard to see what's going on in the photo. That being said, I do like that I know the price. It's going to be a $79 game, so I have a premium game price point in my mind. I do like the fact that they've given me an idea of how large this game is. So I immediately say, all right, $79. I'm getting a larger than average box. You know, they've already set me up. Funded, useless, we can tell, we know. Put some useful information there. What's the player count? What's the time link? What the age? Who's the designer? You mentioned the designer of ... And maybe you were trying to wet my whistle, but just show me. What's up, Sean? All right, Euro conflict hybrid game from the designer of Kemet. Oh my gosh, no. I feel like the most important words here are Euro conflict hybrid game and Kemet, designer of Kemet. That needs to be put in there because Kemet is a very popular game. If you played Kemet, there's probably a good chance you like it. So, anywho, it's raised $200,000 roundabout, 2,194 backers. As always, when we go to the video, I'm thinking three things: do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? What's up, noob party? Yucatan.
Deep into the jungle, in the fantastic world of Yucatan, temples rise to reach the skies. War is raging, and prisoners are taken in the ranks of the Mayan warriors, spilling sweat and blood in the sacred cities. Sacrifices are the only...
So I immediately gotta say, we are hardcore theme, first 30 seconds. Thank you so much for the super chat again, noob. I really do appreciate that. I'm not a big fan of this particular style of beginning of the video because I think it's always good when you can seamlessly interweave some of the components, some of the gameplay. Because right now, we're just talking about theme, and it's just, okay, is the theme really going to come across that strongly in this game that this is what we're devoting the first 30 seconds to?
A way to satisfy the never-ending hunger of the gods. Prepare yourself for battle and try to save your clan. Mobilize the leaders to prepare the...
Oh, wow. Those look like they might block like line of sight or something like that, but they also have terminology on them, information. So I do really like this. They have a very unique component, and they have really nicely done miniatures, and they showcase that pretty much as soon as we got into the components. So I do think they're doing a great job of spotlighting those components and getting me ready for that $80 price point, which I already know about because they already told me, so kudos on that.
The expedition in the sacred cities. Collect resources, fighting your opponents while making as many prisoners.
Now, were those Splendor-esque chips? Is that what you're trying to convey there? Because they look a lot like Splendor chips to me. Maybe it's just me. No, those totally look like Splendor chips, just different colors.
Opponents while making as many.
So I'm seeing the cards, minimalist amount of stuff on them. That doesn't get me excited, really. You know, very little on these cards.
Prisoners as possible. Upgrade your buildings and reinforce your troops to become stronger each round.
Okay.
New technologies and summoning champions of the gods will go a long way to...
Oh, he was the guy on the box! There it was. That's what's on the front image, I do believe. Okay, so it was a snake-like thing.
5. Finally, prepare the...
Wow. Okay, so I immediately think that main image is it's not doing the job that it should be. Like, look at this component right here. It's a massive thing with a mini on top and a rondelle-looking spinny thing, on the, not a rondelle, but a spinner on the top. And this, oh, now I can see it's zoomed in. It's like it's a god or whatever. But, like, wow, these components are really unique.
Altars and the ceremonies to make sacrifices to the underworld. Yucatan is a fast-paced game from 2 to 4 players that takes around an hour.
Wow.
Each choice made will make you question if it is the right one. cunning strategy and planning will go a long way to help you survive the visceral fights. From Matagot comes a new confrontation game by the designer of Kemet. Are you ready to lead your clan? Then join us in Yucatan.
That shot right there, that gets me intrigued right there. Love that. How many and how long? Interesting. Okay. So, once we got past the first 30 seconds of theme, I thought that was a really well done video. I still don't quite know what we're doing in the game, but I want to do it. I want to do it with those components in 1 hour. Hopefully there's a how to play video down here. I think that video did a good job. I also learned that I have been mispronouncing the word Matagot, and, what was it? Kemet. I've been mispronouncing both those. Today I learned. All right, Matagot, 2 created, 13 backed. If you don't know, Matagot makes a lot of games. They primarily, so they have Kemet, but they also have a whole bunch of them, if I recall correctly, because I remember them being at Essen and having just a bunch of stuff. Yeah, they brought over Sonar, which is so underrated. That's a great game. They got tons of stuff. What I'm getting at is, the can you do it is a yes. I feel comfortable with Matagot games. That is not something I'm worried about, but we will check Blood and Sand. Check the Kickstarter. Make sure 8,900 comments. Wow, that is some fantastic engagement. Hopefully it's for good things. Hello, Champion of the Sands. Welcome to this new third Thursday update. Note on Kemet delivery. When'd you pledge? So this is from November 18th, 2021. I hope everyone has gotten their games, or else we have got ourselves a big problem. Oh, howdy. Hoping for a December, January update in the U.S. Still waiting for anything, even just news. Hello, Bob. If you look through the comments, you'll see we're sharing the latest news we have with you guys. We'll be updating veteran backers soon. If you look through the comments, so no, like I love the fact that you're engaged in the comments. That's great. Don't get me wrong. But you also need to post in the updates. Like, don't assume that people should be checking the comments for information. Now, you should be checking the comments for information and hate speech and, putting out dumpster fires that might potentially be going on or something like that. But don't expect backers to be checking in the comments, because this isn't a fun place to scroll. What if my message is 37 down? I have to kind of browse through 36 of these to find it? No. I've been silent since this whole thing okay, what's going on? I've been silent since this whole thing began because I've been considering the world's problems that can't be controlled. Plus, I plan on running my own Kickstarter sooner than later, and I don't want to judge or speak out turn about something that I wouldn't become a victim of later myself. But I can tell you this, you should try to do better than where we currently are. I'm one of the unlucky few double backers with a veteran pledge and a God's pledge because I can't decide which one to get. Clearly, I miscalculated my decision, to say the least. I know you guys are having a difficult time, but it's not made any better by the extremely vague information and utter lack of communication about this situation. I keep reading the comments about the shipping being stuck, but I would certainly appreciate terms that explain the situation. Is the cargo on the ship in a dock that has been yet unloaded? Has the cargo been damaged, or is the shipping container damaged? Is the container in a queue in customs for some reason? Has been in limbo there awaiting their approval? You don't always have to be 100% transparent with backers because of business dealings. However, as an established company that didn't necessarily need to resort to Kickstarter in the first place, I put the capitals on the need, it seems even worse in how this has been handled. Clearly, you took the surplus product that actually was delivered to the USA and sent it to retailers for sale since, oh my golly. Woo! Okay. Post in the Yucatan comments and maybe they'll respond. Jason V. Yeah, grease the wheel. Here we are. Now we're talking. What's up, Yucatan? What's up, Matagot? What's up with this? Oh, they did. Good. Never mind. Excellent. I should probably keep reading. Noob. It's been over 3 weeks since I opened an inquiry ticket with Matagot and have not received my God pledge to the game. No response from anyone at Matagot. I am extremely disappointed by this. I'm starting to question if I will ever get the game. I also, as a result of this non-existent communication, will not be backing Yucatan. Hello, Jason. At the moment, we've asked our forward for an update this week, and we'll post the answer here when we get it. You will know as much as we do. Most of this delay was by causes things that are out of control. For a lack of a better word, we are all in the same boat and are trying to invest or find a solution. You're right, this is really annoying. They're just getting blasted. Okay, so that is why I always look at the previous project. So now, the Can You Do It, I was comfortable with it. Now, less comfortable, because it sounds like people are having some really frustrating customer service issues over there. And like, how long did it... Well, okay. Put that in your brain. Let's keep on trucking. 2 to 4 players, 60 minutes, ages 14 plus. I think these are things that should have been spotlighted from the jump. I also think they're spotlighting the 14 plus, which I kind of like. I think they're trying to say it's like really heavy strategy. Like they did say interesting choices pretty much every time. So 70 euros without taxes, convert it to my currency. That'd be super nice because the majority of people backing this are from the United States. So just makes sense, make it easier to shop. Components? Okay. I see this game, I say, all right, this looks reasonable for $80. I see some really unique components. I see some large minis. I see some custom minis here, some green ones that are all a little bit different, or they look to be a little bit different. I say $80, I say that's reasonable, and this with the stretch goals, I'm getting even more excited about this. So price is not something I'm really too concerned about. Granted, we don't know the cost of the shipping. So I do like the fact that they've answered how much is it. Be ready to save your city from the god's wrath. From the team behind Kemet, an hour of intense game. Grow your strength with each battle. Summary of gameplay. You are your people's last hope in Yucatan. You must fight other clans. We're talking theme. Cool stuff. I just want to know, is that the only pledge level? I guess I want to know that. Because right now I just assume, oh, there's just the box. It's just one of those simple ones. So I'm just getting the box. What's in the box? Now we're talking. Zoom it in. Let's see. Player boards. Cool. Love to know inches. Once again, us Americans, we just use those inches because we're stupid. Not us, but the people who decide not to use the inches. I mean, it just seems like such a no-brainer. But whatever, that's a whole different topic. We got these cards. These are different enemy cards. Doesn't look like there's a terrible... There's just not much text on the cards. Which, just means the cards don't get me excited in the game. So 60 warriors. We're getting tons of mini, tons of plastic. Once again, $80. I think this is... pretty reasonable for what we're getting here. The 3 sacred city temples, unique components that I have not seen before, get me excited. Another thing, a pyramid, which presumably means there's a step here, there's a step here, there's a step here, then you have to do something here. You have to time something right. That seems like a really interesting element. I want to play with that. I wonder if they're going through the same issue Blacklist games are having with their fantasy series. How are they allowed to start a new project when the previous one has been fulfilled? I thought Kickstarter was cracking down now. LMAO, new party. Simon has, yeah, they Kickstarter. You can't count on Kickstarter for about anything. Like, I think that maybe, and I don't want to I don't know. Maybe you go look at, never mind. I shouldn't speculate about anything. I should shut my face. So this is the MSRP. So, player board. And so now we're double dipping. Didn't you just show me all the components? Are you going to do it again? Yeah, you're going to do it again. So this is just terrible. Why? What's in the box? Is there something different here? What am I missing? Hey, what's in the box? So this has been up for 4 days. And no one's, like, it's just sitting there. Come on. Come on, Matagot. Matagot? No, it's the T. Hard T. Matagot. Come on, how is this going to sit here for 4 days? It's the same damn picture back to back. Like, it's little things like that. It's just like, Stretch goals. So we do have stretch goals. Direct only. What does that mean? Is this the direct one? Is this, I don't know. What's direct only? Oh, wow, 6 projects received. Yeah, Simon has a lot out. Mythic Games had a lot out, and they just moved their last project to Indiegogo. I don't know if there's a connection between the two. They got quite a few $1 million projects out. Maybe that was Kickstarter. I don't know. So upgrade corn, cool. I don't know what direct only means, but I'm assuming it's me. This is a great stretch goals. 2 new battle cards. Wasn't that excited about the cards, but still more cards, always more variability. Getting an extra mini, getting quite a few extra minis. It looks like 12 extra minis. Tell me how many. 2 new battle cards. Better quality cards. Honestly, I think the best strategy for this game right here is to have this be the first thing after you see the video. Like, you see the player count, whatnot. We go through the stretch goals. Boom, you hit me with the $79 price, and we're out. Because it doesn't seem like there's any deluxe version of this game. There is the one version of the game. Get me more excited about it because there's a corn tray already. So direct only means Kickstarter only, I do believe. And so this is going to be something that's in both versions. Better quality. Like, these are fantastic stretch goals. This stretch goal area is just criminally low. Because I just put it in front of the $79, and then I scroll through all this, and then I see, wow, $79. And then I see all the other components, and maybe you've upgraded. Maybe you, instead of just having double the components listed in the box. Maybe you update the original list, and now you showcase the new things that have been unlocked. Because once again, get me excited about the price. I already thought the price was solid and reasonable. I don't know shipping before we got to all this stretch goal stuff, and now I'm getting a freaking corn tray and like 13 minis and 5 extra cards and a better rule booklet and a player aid. Oh my gosh, let's get more of these. Let's get more of these. Inspired. I don't care about you. Centipede, awesome. Individual player displays. These are all unlocked. These are fantastic. 2 new battle cards. Upgraded Jade. Oh, yeah, of course we got to get the Jade tray. This game is going to look absolutely drop-dead gorgeous, and I'm just now finding out about it. I'm saying highlight the good things, plus 2 player aids. Now we got 4 totals, and we're getting stretch goals. So we're getting stretch goals. These could be micro stretch goals if this was a more popular project. Because this thing, when it launched, I think it was number 3 or number 4. Those player trays, awesome. And that Jade Stunning, yeah, spotlight those things. Hit me with that before the price. Because the price was already reasonable, and now I'd say that seems like a pretty good price. Granted, shipping, I'm sure, is going to be buried down here. Prepare for the battle and gather your troops. Now we're back into the gameplay. Cool, whatevs. Oh, yeah, that thing. Sacrifice prisoners. Oh, it looks cool. Sacrifice wheel. Action phase, don't care. Battling and winning. Those are good. Those are good videos to have, whatever they may be. But it's just gameplay. Gameplay, how to play right here. That'd be great. I don't know, because this just seems odd that you're just breaking down 2 random aspects of the game. It's not the video that I'm really hoping for. Discover the rule booklet. Don't mind if I do. Play now, Tabletopia. Awesome. Always love to see that. Preview. Shut up and sit down. Yucatan Galaxy Trucker into deep. You're basically doing constant guerrilla warfare, taking people as prisoners and then murdering them to the point of massive pyramid of board game death. So one thing I want to spotlight about that quote right there is he did not mention his feelings on the game in any way, shape, or form. Always a thing that concerns me. You're basically doing constant guerrilla warfare, taking people as prisoners and then murdering them for points on the massive pyramid of board game death. So he's kind of just telling you how the gameplay works is tied with the theme. Which, it's just, I hope there would be a better quote than that. I don't think that's a needle-moving quote. So then we got Alex talking about the Kickstarter. I walked up skeptical, but it's a really solid game. It has the potential to be among the better ones. Cyclades, Kemet, and Innis. It really distills a lot of the core punchiness and combat down. I am very excited for Yucatan. Oh, here we go. Gameplay. Finally got a gameplay. I really like the balance between your personal player deck and personal player board. I like this puzzle and trick-taking. What? There's trick-taking in this game, and you're just now telling me about it? There's a Euro game with trick-taking. And you're not going to mention that. I feel like that should be much higher. Think about it. Top of your head. What's your favorite Euro game with trick-taking? I don't know. I don't know if I know one. Is the rule booklet available? Yes. Let's check it out. Yucatan. There's the player aid. Draft rule booklet. Let's open it. Do I have to open it? What's up? Okay. 8 pages. That's not bad. We got the component list. Nope, we don't. There's the components. Can we put some pictures on there? Could that be part of the stretch goal? Setup looks solid. Got the numbers there. Looks like a decent rule booklet here. And once again, I kind of expect that. Matagot's an established company. Looks like a solid rule booklet. Gets me a little more excited. If I pick a single thing that stands out that I like about this game, the idea that being in combat is not detrimental. You want to be involved. Losing is not a problem. It's an opportunity. I do really like that quote. Because I think and there's a playthrough here. Good. It's fast. It's a game that has encouraged you to attack one another with great benefits and has a giant anteater. Need I say more? It's fast. So once again, no actual opinion in this quote. It's fast. Okay, you're just telling me about the game. I knew it was an hour. It's a game that encourages you to attack one another with great benefits. Now that does excite me. Alex already mentioned that. But once again, that always concerns me when quotes when I get no thoughts in them at all, like opinions. Again, jiggly with it. Okay, I just want shipping. Pledge summary. So, yeah, the 3rd time we've done this. So this is for France only. Ooh, wow. Good for you, France. Awesome. Don't know what that means. Retailer pledge 300. Expansion. Wow. This is a surprise. Okay, this is like when your 17-year-old kid tells you they're pregnant. Like, where'd this come from? Okay, 5 to 6 players. Maybe you should have mentioned that from the get-go. Maybe you should have said 2 to 6 players. Maybe there should be a premium pledge level where I absolutely am drop dead in love with your game and I want this and I want the 5 and 6 player expansion. Because honestly, yeah, who doesn't want the 5 and 6 player expansion? It seems odd to me. Like, this is Kickstarter 101. And I'm not trying to say that in like a condescending way. It's just I look at hundreds of Kickstarter projects and this is the way. You have the base game, you have the base game with expansions. It's just the way of things. But no, Matagot decided to do it their way. I don't know why. But this is awesome. So it adds up to 2 more players. That's super explanatory. And there's a solo mode. Oh my jeez. Stop it. Stop it with this organization here. So this is actually a 1 to 6 player game, and I am now 20 minutes into the video, and I'm just now finding that it's actually not a 2 to 4 player game. It could potentially be a 1 to 6 player game. And you're just springing it on me in the add-on solo mode all the way down at the bottom, which, you know, I might totally have scrolled over. Because you have mentioned the price of this game 3 times, or 4 times. You mentioned it at the front. $79, $79, $79, $79, $79, right? Well, that's not the price you want me to pay, though. The price you want me to pay is $110 when I get the 5 to 6 player expansion and the solo expansion all bundled together. So I feel like that's just, I don't like that. I don't think that's a good choice. Not pleased the solo mode is add-on. Yeah, that always looks a little tacked on. Especially if they're blowing through stretch goals. You know, it's like, hey, you know, I loved your stretch goals, but now it's like, you know, it'd be cool if one of the stretch goals. Well, then that's a whole other, what? Is that a playmat? Is that a rollout playmat? And this is the only thing we get on this rollout playmat. Oh, by the way, there's an absolutely drop-dead, gorgeous-looking circular rollout playmat. We'll just slap that down on the bottom. This feels like a product. I don't know. It feels weird. It feels like this is already a retail product, and that I don't know how to explain it. Upgrade components look amazing, though. They do. They really do. The God Pledge. Oh, okay. Here we go. No, this is if you get Kemet, which once again, Blood and Sand. Woo! We need to get more people in the comment section for the Blood and Sand to talk about that if they need to. So what is this? These are the stuff. Core game. Cool. This is another add-on. All right. Whatevs. All in. So this is a pledge over here? Is this an add-on? Are you just randomly selling Kemet in addition here? Because I've seen that done before. I saw some guy who was doing a graphic novel, and he also was like, hey, this is a pledge level. You want me to teach your kids to code? It's just okay, cool. I mean, if I want Kemet, good deal. Okay, let's go look at these pledge levels. I'm very curious to see. So they don't have a $1 pledge level. There's no thank you. For France only, 211. Go you. For France only, again, 5. Yucatan base pledge, so this is the one most people are going to take, 1,400. And the Yucatan all in, so there is. This is, and this is right here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Typically, and I say it every single day, this right here is the most popular pledge level. It's the whale. Even when it seems stupid to me that that's the best pledge level. Like the one with the giant $410 who's a what's it. And you're like, oh god, is that going to be... Like, it's just... I don't feel like they did a very good job of selling this pledge level in any way, shape, or form. And that's a full letter grade drop. Because I thought the components looked good from the jump. I thought the stretch goals looked good from the jump. I was excited when I found it was 5 to 6 players and I could be playing it solo, even if it did feel tacked on a little bit. I was excited about the playmat, sleeves, whatevs. And I don't think that this is that huge of a jump. $56. So it's essentially like buying a regular MSRP base game for that giant playmat that's a unique one. Okay. I just think that was not... I don't think that... Wow, 50 backers on the retailer pledge. Yeah, I bet, because this retail game looks hot. That is very, very unusual. I'm going to guess that there was some sort of... Oh, is it a line? I'm going to guess that there was some sort of teamwork in the front end on that. I'd be really... I don't know. That seems... That number is super high. Decide on your people's fate in 60 minutes. Get it faster, cheaper, and in full. Guillemont is back for a new game after Ken. Oh, I think that's the first time I mentioned his name. Delivery costs and taxes. All right, so this is the shipping. That will be calculated on the pledge manager for countries that are part of the European Union. VAT. So you're going to get jacked by the VAT. It is 17 euros. Thank you for not converting the currency. That makes it so not easy for me. Let's see if I can do some simple math here. All right, so 17.34. So it's roughly 1/4 of 80. So $20 shipping. So now we're looking at a $100 game. $100 game. It does look like a premium game. It has lots of minis. The stretch goals are getting unlocked. So I don't think that's terribly out of bounds there. It's not a great price, and if you have to pay the VAT, I mean, it's that's definitely going to impact that. And then here we go. We have the $156 version, and so I will say I immediately hate their shipping section as well, because they pretty much just, hey, you Yucatan all-ins, you get a good deal here. You peasants down there to 1,400, you're eating the cost here, because I don't believe that this and this costs the same amount to ship. So, it's not a good look. And that's why, and it's so easy. Like, is this just for the base game? This is just for the base game. So they're not actually telling you, the whales, the price of the shipping. Either way, if you have 2 major pledge levels that people are going to be backing, have that in the shipping section, what the 2 prices for the 2 major things that are be backing. It just makes sense. Okay, so now we have Europe getting the stuff, oh, wow. Asia, China coming in strong. Look at you. All right, the VAT, EU. Oh, yeah, this is good. I like the fact they're listing this. Hungary, getting jammed there. Our backers in Ukraine, Central and South of this is a very in-depth shipping section. Okay, good. Campaign ends. Who are we? Matagot. We've been doing stuff. Here's the people. What's it? We got the shipping. Okay. Does this base pledge get the corn kernels and jade piece? I do believe so. And I think that is, it feels like it was really, like, the retail edition got some love here. Like, typically when I'm looking at a retail edition, I'm just like, eh. But this retail edition is going to look hot. And I bet you that this is going to be one that sells pretty well for them at conventions. Because if you see this set up, $80 MSRP, $100, I don't think it... Gorgeous minis, unique components, has great table presence. I think they got a winner of a game here potentially. Yeah, I think. Oh, and they. Oh, look at that. This is the way. This is my way. This is the way, my friends. This is my little chunk of heaven. It's just so easy to go through this FAQ because everything's organized. Love it. All right, updates. What's up? Are they engaging? 14.7, 32.18, 39.27. They're getting some engagement here. Okay, there's no duds. Good for them, except for the first one. But whatevs. Let's check out the 34.35. Let's see. Hey everyone, and thanks for joining us on our second update of Yucatan. Why are we on Kickstarter? For those who don't know, we came for Kickstarter for a very specific reason. Back when we launched Kemet Blood and Sand, we decided to write an article to explain why we're coming to Kickstarter. Please check this link. Why? Okay, you can just give me like the FA. Like, how about too long, didn't want to read. We wanted less financial risk. Cool. Stretch goals. Oh, wow, you guys are just great. Just 24 hours, you managed to unlock 3 stretch goals. Let's review them. 3D corn pieces. Yeah, those are hot. Battle cards. Great. So, what are you trying to get me? Kickstarter is a unique process. This is why we started a Board Game Geek poll in order to get an opinion on what should be the next big development for Yucatan. Interesting. Very interesting choice right here. So, they see that they need to be tickling some sort of algorithm to getting people to come back here. And they chose to go with Board Game Geek to see if they could potentially get this on the hotness. Because I imagine this being a big company has a lot of connections that could say, hey, would you mind voting on this up on the hotness so we can get up there? Because people checking it out, people thumbs upping, all that sort of stuff. I think that's a really smart choice. Or it could be a really smart choice. I don't know. We can't. Let me know what you think. I think there's definitely risk rewards of trying to I always like seeing you trying to keep people on Kickstarter, but I don't think necessarily going to Board Game Geek can be a bad thing if you do get on the hotness. Option 1, we've been thinking a lot about solo mode, especially since a lot of you it was accompanied by a first draft of the rules. It is with enthusiasm that I submit to his request. Read and try. So they're saying here, hey, yeah, we're making a solo version. Okay. There's a poll on Board Game Geek. Other things. Lots of information here. Okay, let's see what we got. Hey everyone, we've unlocked another stretch goal. I totally think the corn upgrade is bad. It's small and it doesn't look so good to me. Why not just make a whole corn? If you really want to upgrade it, I'd rather use a cardboard token. I have a storage solution for you. Open the game, throw the shit in, close box, solo and crossover, please. I'm from Brazil. Solo mode. Figures we're getting. So these are just a lot of people that just want solo mode. Solo mode. Solo mode. Storage and crossover. Oh, crossover. Yeah, everybody wants crossover. Kemet and you. That would be hot. We'll see what the poll says. So they're engaging people. I gotta say, I feel like they're doing this well. 11 comments, not as well there. 27, 18, 7. Okay, let's see what the most recent one is. January 21st. It is today. More wonderful stuff. We're deciding to shine a spotlight on this awesome neoprene mat. Maybe is it new? Did you just add this, or is it you're just randomly using the all-in? Oh, so they just did add the all-in pledge level. How is this? This shows me that you didn't look at other Kickstarter projects. God, I don't care if you're a small company. I don't care if you're a damn big company. Go just look at 10 of the most popular Kickstarter projects, tabletop games from the last year, and just write down all the ideas that you like. Say, I like this section. I like how they did this. I like that. And then steal them, because this, right here, $120, and dear God, give me that damn US dollars there. I don't bat an eye. I'm used to paying $230. I'm used to paying freaking $410. Okay? $410 is now the new ridiculous until Awakened Realms comes on a Game Town with a $560 version of Who's a What's Not, and then before you know it, in 2 years, $410 is the routine for all-in. So I feel like they have a great all-in price here. They have great table appeal. They got great presents, good-looking minutes. That's tons of minis. I don't bat an eye at the price of this game, and I just feel like I feel like, and I hate to say this, because this game is doing really well. I mean, it is. It's $200,000. But this seems like the kind of project that could easily be $1 million project to me. It has everything it needs to have going for it. It's just, like, adding this so late, when you know this is what most people are probably going to back. Even if you do lump in the sleeves, which whatever on the sleeves, but it's so interesting. And now we're lumping in the Kemet. Huh. We've heard you. So now they're offering this as an add-on. That will do one, and so that will inflate your numbers, which I imagine might be part of the reason why they did that. That you move more units of it. Just here's the thing: like, why wasn't that from the jump? Like, why? These questions just... Social stretch goals! They're here! Why weren't they here when you clicked launch? We want you to offer you something special, and we also want you to help reach some interesting ones. Let's start with offering you, for the awesome support you showed us until now, Jade is now upgraded as well. And more than that, we'll show you how it looks right now. Oh. That feels right there like, oh, we're a little bit stuck here on the middle part of a Kickstarter. A lot of times it could be a little bit of a slump. What do? We're not going to hit the stretch goals that we might have already had plans, but we already know what we're going to put in the games. I'm not insinuating that's what they're doing, but that's what it feels like to me. It feels like they know like all this stuff will be in the game. I don't know. It just seems weird. Here we go for this update. We hope you got, like the player aid. Like, I was excited when I got more player aids, but when you really think about it, how annoyed are you when you get a game and it plays X number of players and they give you less than X number of player aids? Like, it's like, what the hell? Like, I'm a big boy. I want my own player aid. Like, it's just... anyway, we can get the Kemet add-ons like the expansions. Great update, more questions from French backers. This is all in. I assume we will be able to add the individuals as the Jade Made of Stone. They haven't responded to any of those because presumably they're doing something else with the comments. Amazing. Yes, they are. Jade looks absolutely gorgeous. Cheers. Back to Yucatan. Also, there's a way to make the state. So they are churning this. They're doing their best to churn it here. Like, I'll give them that. I think they're doing some great job trying to get the customer service, trying to get the tickle that algorithm. I just think the presentation was just... It didn't land for me. So final grade. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Do I want it? It's been so long since that video, but I remember liking the video, aside from the first 30 seconds. Yeah, once we got past the theme, and we started to showcase the components. That was a nice video. And I did. I was interested. I liked the pedigree of Matagot. Before we looked and saw that a lot of people are having problems with that last one. So that's a check minus on the can you do it, because I believe the game will come out. I absolutely believe the game will come out. They have 50 retailers. I mean, that's just okay. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yeah. How much is it? Price is good. It's a good price. I just feel like the actual presentation of everything, like this, like why is this still? This is $70. Why is there like you put it in the updates? Don't put it in the updates. That's what I said in the. Oh my god, that's exactly what I said when we were checking out their previous Kickstarter. When they were like, "Oh, why don't you check the comments if you want crucial information?" No, it should be in the updates or on the story. Now, granted, you probably wouldn't put it on the story after the fact, but in the updates at least. And it's like, once again, the all-in pledge is on the updates, but they didn't put it. Period. Like, go back up, or is this all one image? This can't all be one image. Yeah, so these are all individual images. Yeah, go fix some of these. Get rid of the one, move stuff around, bump it around. So final grade on this one. I said yes to everything. So, but the organization, the price, like it looks like a solid game. It looks like a fun game. I think I'm going to go with a C- on this. I personally think that this is going to be a really good game. And I think it's going to be a popular game, honestly. It has the pedigree. It has a good-looking rule booklet. Solo, up to 6 players. You know, it looks fun. But I just think that this Kickstarter could have been so much more for what they had. Because they do have solid price point. But let me know in the comments below. What is your grade on this one? I'm going with the C-. Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoy this YouTube coverage, please be sure to click on that subscribe button as I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers this year to celebrate my 10-year anniversary of making YouTube content. Bye-bye.